your phone? What will try faster? You need to do anything?
You also do.
Okay.
You also do. Where's my phone? Okay.
Because this is搞掂咗，5點應該要啲 SMS 冇咗，佢 SMS 冇咗，邊個搞啫？係咩？啊哈，咁慘。有咁辛苦真係啦。好。啊哈。你問我點樣啊？15、16、17、18。係啊，或者17、18兩個先答嘅，16我16號坐喺新加坡咧，都有時間。頂你啊！真係啊！啊，係啊，16號嘛，即係17號先，應該下晝3時。啊哈，啊哈，嗯哼，
Hey. John, where's the video? DDR2? I wrote DDR2. Change the link. Start video. Start video. Oh, here only one. You don't change the only here also. After finish playing, change the video. After I go here, right? Then I change the V1 to the communicator, right? Yeah. Then the screen will be automatically the screen. No, you won't change. You just wait out. If it doesn't change, back for 1-2 seconds, you change it. Yeah. So this one I tried. There's no one you change, man. It's not to change. Just in case. Okay, now then. Alright, on.
Don't know what it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. This one is the video. Position.
確實係嘅，多嘢。
哇，食嘢都咁啲啦。
係咩？嗯哼。OK。俾我安排睇住俾我真係開落。 OK，我俾你知，我俾你知，拜拜。全家紅書。
Straight away, yeah, the opening right. Opening right. There, play 啊！
我可以聽到你哋聲啊 ！I can hear your voice。
Hi. Theodore was a bit shy.
I was a bit shy. I was pointing. Oh, hi guys. And this is us. This is me, Sudo, and I have my
Teddy
friend here,
Davis.
Teddy,
Yes.
who is apparently cosplaying as Shyvana. As you turn your head towards me, you can actually perfectly fit Shyvana. No, but today we're bringing you a special live stream, and this live stream is in fact the Vietnamese what is it? Qualifiers to GPL?
You could call it, yeah, you could call it that.
Okay.
It's known as the Glorious Arena.
Mm-hmm.
It's been running for 2 months now, actually, and we're actually just streaming the final game to see who will actually be the representative for GPL Vietnam. So I mean, representative for Vietnam for GPL next year for season 2. Yeah. So before we move on to it, let's take up the bracket to see how the matches that have been played, who has won, who has lost so far. And for this competition, there are a total of 6 teams. So here we go. And here you can see currently at the first placing is Fantastic 5 with 9 wins, with 9 games played so far.
7 wins,
7 wins
losses.
and 2 losses.
And the total game time is in fact 3 hours and 7 minutes for all their winning games. So that means the 7 games that they played took only 3 hours to win. Now Saigon Jokers on the other side, they have played 9 games as well. They've won only 6 and lost 3, the same as Highlight. And as we go down, the 4 teams that we'll be seeing today is Fantastic 5 will be going up against
Saigon
Jokers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have Highlight going up against Talent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's interesting about this is that the top 2 teams will qualify for GPL Season 2.
No, to correct you, it's been confirmed that the first ranking for this, the champions, would definitely qualify for season 2.
Oh, it's the second team.
The second team that has a chance he might appear in GPL season 2. So that's why this is such an important match for Saigon Jokers. It will determine whether they have secured their spot.
Yeah.
And for those of you who saw the last bar, there was like a 1 game time. It's basically a summary of the games that are played and the total time they used to win those matches. So if they do end up in a tie, the last thing that will be determinant of who will be in the first place is based on how long the game's been played. Yes.
The winning game.
The winning games, yes. So if Saigon Jokers does win against F5 today, and they're ending within 30 minutes, then they'll definitely be able to see them coming up as the first place for this tournament as well as in GPL Season 2. So for those of you guys who are wondering, how is this chosen? So before the Southeast Asia Season 2 qualifiers were organized in Da Nang, Vietnam had their own qualifier rounds to choose who would be the teams to represent Vietnam. So the tournament was called Finding Legends. It was organized in the whole country, Southern, Central, and Northern region. And the Fantastic 5 is the first place from South, Talent Group is second from South, and Da Nang Relax is first from Central, Highlight is first from North, and Game TV is second from North, and of course last but not least, you all already know about Saigon Jokers. So you all no needs us to introduce you guys to that. And is that a problem?
Yeah, you might need to check yourself. There's like apparently huge echoes going on. So yeah.
Okay, so
yes,
I'll
just reduce yourself on that side, and I will do.
so give us a moment. Sound adjustments again.
Yeah, in fact, it is a sound adjustment. You're trying to fix that right now. Sorry for the technical stuff. A little bit of explanation why we always have technical stuff before we start. It's simply because every week when we get on live stream, we try to improve things and we try to make adjustments on things. And for some reason, even though like half an hour just before we go live, it's tested and perfectly fine, when we come on the show, all of a sudden, our computers decide to troll us. So yeah, we're still trying to get stuff up and done. Let us know.
Just that, and let's test and see whether that will end up fine as well. So, is it fine now? Testing. Your feedback is fine. And so before we go on, let's talk about the first game for today. It will be the talents. Not really. I will call it talents. It is the talents group against Highlight. This is their last match to determine the third and fourth placing. And who wins this fourth placing for this end of this tournament will be able to win a 400 USD prize and be able to stay on Glorious Arena for the next season as well. Which is these are the tournaments that have been going on in Vietnam side for them to determine who will be the representative of Vietnam for most of their tournaments.
Yeah.
On the end. And so, as you can see right there, the lineup is written below right there under the group names, the 5 members from the team. Each one of them, actually quite interesting teams, I would have to say, because the talent groups, this talent group, that's called TLG.
Yeah, I mean, so okay, this talent group. I'll continue what you were saying. Yeah, they have been the only team to beat the current champions, which is Victory 5. Fantastic 5. Yeah, Fantastic 5. So they're the only team to have ever beaten them, and that's where the 2 losses come from. Is from this 4th seeded team, which is really interesting to see what's happening. Like they have lost compared to other teams, but only Fantastic 5 have ever lost to them, so there must be something amazing that's going on there. And
they are also the first team to have beaten Saigon Jokers once. So it gives me an exciting match to see what strategies come up. So right now, the game has begun, so we're going to move into the Champions section screen. You're going to see the ban and picks and what exciting things they prepare for us. As you know, a lot of people compare the meta around the world to be very different, but I've heard and collected data that the meta is actually quite similar in Vietnam around the world, but mainly there will be more targeted bans towards these teams, I would have to say.
Yeah, I mean, because these teams have played with each other for quite a while now, and when it comes down to it, finally in the end, they know each other pretty well. I mean, they have played in tournaments and things of that sort with each other throughout the side. And for those of you asking, all these teams are from Vietnam. These are from different regions and different places around the world, but yes.
So yeah, so here we see a ban. Maybe targeted ban, we see Katarina being taken out, because Katarina is known to win against like Carter's, Oriana, most of those few pick champions, favorite picks right now for tournaments actually. But well, seeing her being banned is a different thing, I would have to say. Either they're really, really good at it, I would have to say, or it's just something they want to pick later on. I think they want to avoid being counter-picked.
That's possibly it.
Okay. Also, give us a moment, we're going to restart our sound settings to see whether it will turn out fine.
Hey there, guys, and we are back. Let us know if this echo is still persisting, because we definitely don't want you guys to be listening to this echo out there. So yeah.
And you guys know to listen to my voice twice. It's poisonous. Anyway, so here we see the final match. Actually, Katarina, Jack, Spremna, and all the red purple team side will be Blitzcrank, Olaf, and Shen. Many Rovers and also Disruptive Champions. Actually, I see first pick, maybe a very famous picks for most teams that they are the first pick that really carry. Because you can't really directly hard counter pick the really carry, so to speak. And you know that maybe matchups wise, like Ezreal will lose to Coffee and things like that. But then it doesn't. It's not like 100% counter towards the lane because it depends on how well the sport is played as well.
Yeah, I would say so that could be the case. Now, we do see Maokai being picked up with Nunu there. I mean, the two of them are quite, a terror. They can definitely go into lanes. They can definitely rack lanes out there. So, yeah, it's going to be quite interesting.
Interesting. I'll say it's very hard to say about it. So maybe Nunu being picked up, Kog'Maw and Vayne will be one of the top picks right now that they want. Because from here, when Nunu is being selected, you either want Kog'Maw or Vayne on your team most of the time. So it's very weird to see them getting the support so quickly or they don't want to be counter pick. But for Maokai just really needs to snowball very high in the early stages. So it transitions very well to the mid game, for them to say. Because his ganks are phenomenal. He's one of the strongest junglers right now in terms of ganking ability. He's able to land an early first blood and he gets a boost of mobility. He's able to travel around very easily and then score kills and assists for his team, so I have to say. And here we see Nocturne being the counter pick to Maokai, something which
I mean, he can dive around the map, that's what's interesting. And with Leona, he's going to be a very bottom kill lane. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to be very strong, very dominant there.
And also from here we see that Nocturne. You guys did watch MLG, I think MLG Dallas, there was a place it was called just last week. You have seen that was Corbin teams playing Nocturne, they were just being played perfect, it was so strong. And early stage what they get for their jungle Nocturne is they actually get Berserker Breeze first, above a Witcher's Claw, Jungle Lantern or Argo. They go for the early Berserker Breeze to do early aggression onto lanes and secure early kills when the gangs land perfectly, the field land perfectly. And also
I mean, that's what you say, like the fear landing, and those are major things which are being interested to be seen. Now, on the other hand, we do see Tristana being picked up. I like the fact that there is Tristana simply because of two things. She's able to escape as well as to create distance with a buster shot and things of the end. Also, her range is very, very long, which makes things rather interesting actually to see. So in time, if you're looking at things, we do see there's hope competition coming up with Jace being added on there. We also have Graves that can deal a little bit of hope. However, I would say the sustained overall tankiness would actually favor Maokai, Lulu, and Vladimir actually being there. What do you think, Benny?
We might have to see because Lulu and Tristana is actually not that strong of an early game lane, I would say. Because Tristana really needs the later levels, the extra range in order to work perfectly well in terms of the poking with Lulu, extra attack speed. But the good thing about Tristana being picked up is that she has been buffed in this patch.
Yes, the buff is good. Her explosive shots is what actually can make it much interesting.
Much interesting because right now the explosive shots range is based on an abnormal attack damage range. It's very easy to land it at a safe distance at the same time. It will really slowly chip off the health of the opponent in the lane. But against the killing Graves and Leona, I really have to say what happens. Because overall burst damage wise, I don't know if Tristana can be killed at second rate. And here the last pick is Orianna for TLG right there. So I believe the Katarina pick was to stop anyone from picking her up against Orianna in the early stages. They don't want to deal with that. And so the last pick it's actually going to be Morgana being used right there.
So it's going to be Tristana and Lulu with Maokai jungling, Vladimir top, Morgana with what? Morgana is jungling?
No, it's not yet. Still time. Never know something new.
If it was something new, it could be very, very interesting to actually see what's happening.
But yeah, so I would say the matchup overall is quite fair.
The matchup is quite fair.
Quite fair. Okay. They do have abilities to stop each other out, but they also have the abilities to stop it from happening. And Tristana poke with Nunu is going to be very, very troublesome, so to speak. So it's like how when you're pushing, you're going to be safe pokes onto the towers when you're pushing in, but at the same time they need to avoid Jace acceleration gate, power shot combo, not take so much damage. And because when they do take a bit too much damage, if Chisana's life does fall to less than 50%, Nocturne will just dive in with Oriana's shield ball, and the ultimate shockwave right there will just totally decimate the team fight right there. So, and also Leona to initiate is very strong, but at the same time, if Leona does initiate, Morgana will counter initiate at the same time with the ultimate with the shield, so they have to use the ultimate. So overall this fight is really dependent on how well they put down the opponent's life first before the fight happens. And it transitions to the mid to late game, let's say. But in terms of overall laning phase, I would have to give it to TLG. Definitely.
Yeah,
early game.
The early game definitely I would say goes in their favor. But it's going to be quite interesting to see what actually comes out in the end of things.
Yeah. So let's just take a look at Compton's doing the masteries here, and she thought, oh wow. Okay, about that. It's like it's real junk right there. It's got inflicting armor pen, 6 for 8 physical damage, 4 attack speed and armor. So very focused in killing, I would have to say.
Yeah, but definitely going for that additional damage there. They want to secure the kill. So yeah.
And also for the mastery side being very offensive, 23-6. They get all the points in damage almost, except for vitality. And here he's taking a bit of side armor as well as a top speed. So when he is in the jungle, he won't take that much damage. But I would say that for his glyphs aside, he might have chosen magic resist better because
the magic resist like you were mentioning, is going to be a factor into things. But I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen once it comes to the mid game. It's all going to come down to the very super early game, and who actually managed to land a kill. If they do manage to land kills, then that's going to be the interesting thing. Yes. So I mean, that's going to come out to see what's going to happen there. So yeah.
So we just have to see what happens out there. Because I'm really excited to see these two things play out. I never said it before. I just looked through the old VOD. We just went through the old VODs as well, and then I saw the champions that selected, the queens that went through. They're all very exciting, all very different, I would have to say. So I'm excited to see how these two teams play off, especially since after MLG's play off, like I believe everyone was watching streams actually for the whole team side, and then they'll be able to pick up some new strategies, some new attributes for them to use really well. As for Corbin's side, I've seen them they just favor Nocturne so much over other junglers.
Yeah, and so right now we are actually going to have a quick look at reloading screen. No.
Use the moment. It's fine that way. Let's the pin arena for our side is actually quite good, I have to say. So we begin the game very quickly. So we need to worry about that. So right now, as the game is on to begin, so right now as you can see just on the background, with Shaina and May behind us, I'm going for the purple team. Oh gosh, Shaina is
Purple red, yeah. And I'm very
and she will be going on moving for the voting for this match. So right now we
give us a moment, we're just going to go slightly off for a while and we'll be right back as the audio we just go on just for reflecting.
And we're going to move into move into the game first. And there is a talk.
Leon, remove us from screen.
Okay. There's a super dual voice, is it? Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah. It is somehow, it is right, that's why I said restart, right?
As in here as well. What? YouTube. Okay.
You restart? Sure. No, come on.
Why? Because that was fine. Wow. No, the in-game music should be from the computer. Yeah, we should change it. It's in the mic. Speak now.
Hi, so this is Suda speaking, and let us know if you actually hear us so we can be perfectly fine. So yeah, as soon as you guys can reply us and see if it's fine, then let us know. So yes, refresh the screen. And this is it. I mean, we do see that Norton managed to take out his blue. Maokai started with his wolves, and it's actually pretty fine first. Okay, so yes, they can hear us.
Is the in-game sound? In-game sound.
What about in-game sounds, guys? Just check everything at once for us so that we can make sure everything is A-okay. So yeah, let us know if everything is A-okay. Okay, great. What about in-game sounds? Super nice. Okay, great. So we have fixed it out. Don't worry. We will rewind the game for you guys and help you out there. So not to worry. So you guys get a sneak peek of what's happening at 3 minutes and 30 seconds before we go back in time. The in-game sounds a little bit soft, but we are gonna like try to increase it there again. So yeah.
Hi, and I'm back as well. So hopefully there is no dual voice as well this time because only Pseudo was talking at that point of time and my mic was being muted. So right now I'm going to move into the game, so do let us know if there's anything we need to fix. Somehow bugs were carrying onto our PC, so all these things happened even though it was fine earlier today. So we apologize for that. So yeah, so for those, there are people asking where are these teams from. These two teams are from Vietnam. This is basically a Vietnam competition that's going on right now called the Glorious Arena. There's more information on our Facebook and announcement.
Okay guys, so this is Pseudo speaking, and for some reason only when Teddy does it, Teddy has an echo. Yes, I am reading. I am reading, guys, don't worry about it. So yeah, for some reason, Teddy's complaint just doesn't like him whatsoever.
No, I think Pseudo is just setting me up. Doesn't want me to do this for me. Here we see right there at the top lane, a lot of things going on. Stockton is coming in as well. They might be able to get the kill on to Maokai, but no, the first hit goes on to Tristana, and here Nocturne is forced to fall back because he was Jace went a bit too quickly. Nocturne wasn't in position at the time, I have to say. I think I was hoping to stop them just long enough for everything to happen, and oh wow, there was a misclick right there, I believe.
I think definitely that was a misclick on their side there, so it's a little bit strange. Nothing too exciting happened, so I don't think so we will be rewinding the game though. But we do see that, look, this is the same thing that happened, I would say, to Najin's Sword when they went up against Azubu Frost in the final, Azubu Blaze, sorry, in the finals in the recent MLG Dallas. They just wanted to shut down top so very, very badly. And it all happened because of the lane swaps, because of the many things that were actually happening. And this is the same sort of strategy we actually what am I saying? We see. Yeah.
Like you saw, I think during last week's GPL, we saw TP broke 2 towers in 7 minutes. Yeah, so this is one more favorite strategy right there. In 7 minutes, you try to break down like 2 towers, or in 10 minutes time, so that you starve the economy. You be very aggressive. You have the extra tower money, so you be as aggressive as possible in like maybe the mid lane, try to take down the third tower. You force your opponent to respawn to you, so they'll be unable to farm up that well. And so hopefully as the more dual voice, my voice is...
Yeah, I mean, yes. So, I mean, what we are looking at things now is that Highlight is having a little bit of advantage. Look at Leona being caught out here. That one snowball, that single snowball is doing such a huge amount of damage. Vladimir comes on for the kill. Very nice. That secondary jump coming out. Grace will actually survive this because everybody's super low. But Maokai is coming in for the cleanup and looks like they're shuffling to the bottom, going to secure yet another tower. Majority of all the tournaments that have been done in Vietnam ends actually really quickly in terms of victory games. Because if you look at the timing, 6 games or 7 games ending in about 3 hours leads up to about a 30-minute game or so. So a lot of people are definitely playing fast, taking objectives and securing them. So I mean that is very, very strong because a lot of people said that that's what they need to do. So yeah.
So some people say my sound sucks, or if I'm having a dual voice, am I still having this problem? Test. Why I can't in studios talking? Is everything fine right now?
Yeah.
Sound robotic. Wow. Thank you. I don't know. And here we see right there, running into the rush blindly and might be able to give this kill to Jace. I don't think it was intended, but here, a fail flash happening right there happens to the both of us.
Yeah, so the duel was still existing. We can't really figure out what's going on there, but we will try our very best before we move into the second game. Just for now, I'm sorry guys, but you just have to hold up with it. So in this point in time, we do see lots of what's going down. I like the fact that Highlight is going for many different turrets, and they're pressuring the different amounts of lanes across the map, which is a great thing for them. The also interesting thing to note is that they have gone out there, they have warded quite significantly. So the significance of that is super huge. They are able to get many things out there. So yeah. What we do see in the mid lane, the differences is 79 to 64 CS. So that sort of difference is, I would say, really well in favor of Morgana, simply because even pre-6 she had this advantage. Now what about post-6? So I really am unsure about that, about having all this additional gold being propped up and things of that nature.
I won't say it's that much additional gold overall, because seemingly just 1k gold, the difference is just there at that one tower being taken off. And if they really wanted to be very aggressive in terms of oppressing the opponents, I would have to say I would expect to see the gold at least reach 2k by now, as they are about to break everything.
Yeah, so what's happening now is that what we see Jace normally as this super strong person, only has 60 CS as compared to Vladimir, for instance, who was in the top lane with only 36 CS. And this is simply because of they broke the tower and now they can't do much about things. Tristana, on the other hand, has 69 over CS, and leading the pack is Morgana with 100 CS right there. Now she will definitely be able to translate this into a needlessly large rod very quickly, no problem there. And once that happens, she's going to, once the Zonia appears, that's going to be game changing. Now we did talk about a few different things, which is one, the ability for the early game to determine how the late game is going to work out. And that's exactly what's happening here. Highlight has taken the advantage, but they are unable to push the advantage now into the middle game because they have been slightly less aggressive. If they do continue being super aggressive, they're going out there, pushing turrets, taking things, diving, and managing to secure kills, it will go in their favor. Now, we do see the wards there, they do know that Nocturne, they do know that Oriana is there, and they would be able to do something. On top here, Vladimir with red buff, not really going to do much of anything, but he is afraid of Jace. Jace coming out there with the shock blast would be able to do significant damage. Leona goes in now, the ulti all goes off, and oh, there goes Maokai. Not even a chance whatsoever. The push does go away. Nunu will be able to channel almost everything. Yes, Nunu actually helping to pick up the kill onto Nocturne. And they're going into Oriana, flashing away Nuno. Will they be able to bring it down? Oh, the very last stick. Yes, it does go down there, but Nuno might be able to go down to Graves. No, Graves will actually manage to survive. And this is solely because of Tristana and her pot, as well as a blue buff being able to help out things. So, I don't know what's going to be interesting about the nature of things.
Yes, and while everything was happening, we see Vladimir losing the lane right there towards Jace, as he did give Jace a free kill just now when he went back into the lane, and Jace is at level 9, while Vladimir is at level 8. So yeah, so that's why this is quite exciting, I would have to say. Overall, we see that early aggression being put on by the red team, or purple team, so to speak, because it's colorblind mode. But we can see that the blue team is not faltering over. This is just a 3 kills difference, but in terms of towers, they've taken back the towers very well. So both teams putting on aggression where it needs to be. Like overall in the team fight just now, I have actually expected the blue team to lose out in the team fight, because overall advantage we have seen in terms of items at the fight slightly in the favor of HL highlight, the team highlight, but then overall when it came out, because of Nocturne's darkness, they couldn't see who to hit. Everything was happening, so that's why I believe that's how TLG, which is talent groups, won the fight. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I was slightly not watching the fight because I was trying to fix the problem.
No, it is true. I think what's really good here is that talents have been able to hold up against all the aggression. So I mean, this overall being able to hold out on the aggression is definitely helping them, because Highlight did have the early advantage, they have the early kills, but they're unable to continue the pressure. They're unable to secure the additional kills required. For instance, they did take the top early turret, and then nothing else. So that's the concern here, that the fact that they are unable to actually carry forth. So yeah.
Well, we have to see, because you can it's reasonable. You know, even though Tristana had the early advantage, the 3 kills into the top lane, they didn't take it down so easily, so quickly. But she is losing out slightly, just ever so slightly in terms of the amount of CS. And here we see the red team actually going for free dragon right there, being very sneaky about it. And here he goes. They do get the dragon right there, so pushing the advantage slightly a bit higher. Just
slightly a bit higher, but if you notice now, within the next 2 minutes or so, if no kills come down, Talent will actually catch up. Yes. And just before the goal was taken from Dragon, it was only a 1k difference, even though there were 3 kills already given down. Yes. So it only goes to show that Talent is actually winning the game in terms of just laning itself, in terms of farming, not in terms of objectives, not in terms of turrets going out there. So
it's just keeping themselves in the game just by over farm.
And defending. Look at the bottom. He has been trying to be siege for the past 5 minutes, and now Hyla has just decided, you know what, we can't do this anymore, so we are not going to try it out. And look at this, they're actually taking the turret in return. And
here's going to be a 3-3 fight. See, Nocturne was hiding in the brush right there, the fear will go off, and here we see the sunlight going off as well. They will take down Nuno right there, but they trade a support for a support. And here we see
they're going to just back off. I mean, Tristana is that. Oh, the
dive by Nocturne does go in. It is another trade right there, but the kills are all falling onto the AD carry, and it's something that Tristana really wants.
I mean, Tristana loves that, for the fact that she's 5-0. I mean, that's massive. I mean, if Nocturne had dived onto Tristana with perhaps Graves diving backwards and into a buckshot, that could have killed her and shut her down. But instead, Tristana now has an additional kill, additional goal. Now look at the items. Bloodthirster is definitely going to come up already. And what can Graves do? He's not even halfway through his Infinity Edge.
Let's just take a look. I believe they're actually quite somewhere around the same, but I don't think Bloodthirster...
It's 1,000 difference right there.
It's the 1,000 difference. I mean, overall same in terms of the items that will come out, but I believe that Tristana is just going to farm till she gets the Infinity Edge as well, and then she will just immediately come down into the lane later on. Yes, faster than Graves with the IE. But here we see... Well, everyone knows that Vladimir is a weak champion overall until it reaches the other mid, unless he gets a free kills early stage and transitions to the mid and late game.
He is heavily punished if he is shut down in that sort of pretext. Now he did get a Hauntings guys, and then working on to now his Revolver that's completed, so he does have a little bit of early advantage, but for the fact that initially there was that lane swap going on, that didn't go in their favors. Jace now going to be a little bit bad here. Going to run into things, but look, they just can't deal the damage. Oh, the flash goes in. Oh my, oh wow.
Wow,
Nocturne's coming in.
Kill, and by here,
one kill. Will it be returned with another Vladimir Sanguine Pull? Nope, that will not go down, but Nocturne could possibly get something out of this as well, but no, the root does go down. The Arcane Smash will come out in 3, 2... No, he doesn't have mana for it,
yes,
even though it's
okay.
up.
The red buff is just more power, and here it is.
Yes, just in time, true enough, so yeah.
And overall, Maokai did a good decision. He didn't try to protect Vladimir for the whole run. He was about to die with his ultimate. He offed it earlier so that he could save his mana in order to score the kill.
Turn up the in-game volume just a smidgen. The people are not really having that, so yeah. Not to worry there. So we'll try to work on our sound at the same time, but we do look at the interesting things. Morgana, the heavily banned champion out there, is not all that banned anymore and is not doing all that great. Now, needlessly large just on her 170 over CS now, but it's not translating into much. However, Orianna, who has gotten the Unteen's Unholy Grail, is making more use of the Unholy Grail simply because she has mana regeneration, means that she can keep pressuring. The other thing also that could be added onto things is the very simple fact that the additional cooldown reduction and magic resist coming from Unteen's Unholy Grail is assisting her out. If you look at the bottom here, the aggressive lane of having Leona and Graves is also working out in their favor, simply because Leona is able to stun out if they do become a little bit too early, and because of her ultimate, the Solar Flare. However, Morgana's coming in, Nocturne's coming in, everybody's coming to the party at the bottom. The tower does go down. They are trying to make a dive for things right now. Once again, the ball does go out, continuously bringing people down. I love this Orianna play. Orianna is doing exactly what she needs to do to wither them down. Nunu is less than half health, and Nunu didn't do anything at all. All that she's doing is just moving around her ball, damaging people as it goes along, and I mean, that's really good play there, I would say. Now we do see the binding coming out there. They have warded the brush, so they do know what's up. We also do see that on the side of Talent, they do have wards all around, so they do know what's happening. However, we do see Maokai taking that out very easily. We also do see that the blue buff now being taken off by Highlight. They are moving as a team, and to be honest, I would like to see a split push. Jace can remain at top for the side of Team Talent, and they can make something happen right there. Jace has the ability to push really quickly, really strongly, as well as an escape mechanism. And true enough, they are pinging the top tower because they do know that if everybody's focused on the middle, everybody's focused at the bottom, the top is open, the top can be pushed, and that actually goes hugely into their favor, getting a free tower in a lane which nobody really is thinking about right now. So yeah.
So I missed out on all the action.
You missed out a little bit of action. There was a little bit of a party at the bottom. I love the Orianna play, like I was mentioning to people.
Yes.
And it's simply because I think she's really maximizing the Unteen's Unholy Grail on it as compared to Morgana. Even though she does have a Zonia, she isn't flashing in to use her ultimate, her Dark Bindings. So I don't know about that. Her Dark Bindings are so shackled. It seems as if she could be a little bit more aggressive, which I'm hoping for, but in actual fact she is not, which is a little bit concerning. Now Tristana has gotten her Infinity Edge. She in fact did not go for her Bloodthirster, so she went straight away to her Infinity Edge. And I think that's a really good choice, simply because she is 5-0. She does not need the sustain. And just in case she needs a sustain, she has gotten a red elixir right there. So in case she gets into a very sticky situation, she does have an escape mechanism as well as an additional 250 health on a very base level to get out of things.
Definitely. But one of the things we don't see Morgana being picked anymore is the fact that if her bind misses, she's in deep trouble.
Oh yes, I mean that's for sure. She...
Yes. The hitting of the bind is so important for Morgana right now in the current meta, as well as because in comparison to Orianna, even if I miss just like in about 2 or 3 seconds more, I'll be able to use my skill again and then replace everything. Or use other abilities to make sure my skill will land. Especially for Orianna, the ultimate to land is simple. Like just Nocturne diving in, I command shield, shockwave, and it will hit almost everyone who is near close to that champion right there. So, and for Morgana, she has to dive in herself as an AP carry in order to land her ultimate. And if she uses a flash to get in, everyone will use a flash to get out. and then cancel off the fight, everything as well overall. So yeah, so that's why I think that Morgana is not that much of a favorite pick anymore in this current day and age for our meta game.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're super aggressive like Regino, for instance.
Yes,
then it's something going to happen. Could she make? Yes, she is going to make. What?
She it's a misclick right there. She does not use her ultimate at all, and she causes the death of her teammates right there at the same time. But here, it was a good thing because there might be a pentakill right here. And here we go, we're gonna jump one more. Roger. Onto the grave. Yes, here it happens right there. Attacks with the fight going off the tower. Won't be the one taking. Oh, there it is. Actual pentakill right there. I mean, it was a mistake for Morgana. She did not land her ultimate, but she gave a bait.
It was all a bait right there. Oh my god.
Gave the ultimate bait for her team, I would have to say.
Oh my god. That was...
Not sure if it was planned, but it turned out very well.
It turned out so amazingly well. It's shocking on so many levels.
At the same time, the pentakill grant her the 10 kill, and she is legendary.
Oh, she is legendary. That's 10-0. You don't want to miss with this Tristana. She's almost at 10k already.
And that's just in training. Yeah.
You know what? Let's just rewind that just to see what's happening, and then we'll fast forward in the game.
You sure? But let me just... So we should be almost somewhere here?
Yep, right here. So this is where we're going to see Morgana do the little bit of dive. Sorry guys if the audio's out of sync, but yeah, not to worry about that. So we're going to see this happening right now. This is the instant replay of what just happened. So yes, the shockwave does come in. And here we go. Morgana's going to move in. Dark Binding gets thrown out in about a couple of seconds time. We're going to see the flash Zhonya without the ultimate come in. And here we go. Going in. Nothing happens.
And here we see Nocturne did die.
Look at Tristana, look at Tristana. She's right there. She takes on Nocturne, the first victim. Then she moves forward. She takes out Leona. She sees Leona's going low. No, she takes out Orianna first. Then she moves forward. She jumps onto things. She removes Jace out. Then she jumps onto Leona. Then she moves forward for the kill onto Graves. The flash forward, the jump, and then the taking off with the ignite onto Graves for the pentakill. Amazing, amazing play there. And we're going to jump back now to the active side of things.
Live view. Here we go.
Yep. So this is a live. No additional kills has actually gone down. Just, yeah, I mean, that Penta was amazing.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
We do see they're just farming up right there. Oh, going to be very cautious right now because, you know, Baron will be coming up very soon, I will have to say. I mean, sorry, Baron is up, but the Baron fight, Baron engagement should be happening quite soon. Because both teams, I would say they're actually quite fairly matched up. But the difference, the main difference is just on Tristana. And Tristana being that hyper endgame carry, she can be compared to Vayne and Kog'Maw just because of her attack range and attack speed.
Her attack speed, her ability to have a steroid to increase her attack speed is ridiculous. Her ability to inflict grievous wounds is another thing. Her mobility to jump away is another thing. It's all about placement. If you can place yourself in a safe distance to get a couple of kills initially, this is a sort of Tristana that people fear. However, many people cannot reach this stage because of early game positioning being a little bit out. And that's why people don't really choose Tristana, but we do see really strong teams and really strong players using them. I would, my hat goes off to Tristana here. Amazing play. Phantom Dancer already. Now, if she does have her skill which increases her attack speed, it's going to be at least about 2.0 or so, which is massive. Now, Morgana building up finally the Zhonya's Hourglass.
Oh, she got it already.
She had it already before, but this is the secondary thing. Rabadon's Death Cap will be coming up relatively soon. I really want to know what happened to the team when Morgana used Zhonya without her ulti. Was the team like, what the hell's going on?
Was it a planned ultimate bait right there?
Yeah. It was so weird to actually see what was going on. I mean, if that was me, it would be all... The heck, man? The heck? What's going on?
Yeah, but in that team fight, they actually ignored Tristana because of that, so I would have to say that.
That was the biggest punishment ever. Tristana just stood there and dealt huge amounts of damage. Can you just check what's Tristana dealing at damage like? It's 206 right now.
4.7 attack speed, without the Nunu buff.
Without the Nunu buff, without her additional
Without, she uses she gets the Nunu
blood oil is 2.1.
2.1, but she still needs to see after that attack speed steroid is about maybe 2.2, 2.3 right there.
It is going to be super bad on their side there.
Plus on the side of talent group, they are not that tanky yet overall. As you can see, Nocturne just has
even Leona, it's not all that tanky. She only has the Heart of Gold. She doesn't have, for instance, a Ninja Tabi or a Merc Threat. But what they need to start doing now is, I do believe they need to aim out Tristana. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult for them, but if they do allow Tristana to just have free reign and do whatever she wants, for instance, like now, farming completely alone at the bottom, it is not going to go into their favor, simply because they aren't able to do many things. The ball missing out there. Ooh, the binding does go down though. I'm not sure what they can actually do about it, but oh wow, look at that damage being dealt onto Maokai very instantaneously. Oh, Leona flashing away. I think she could have just walked away, and now the flash is down for her. So what's going to happen is, look, Tristana split pushing. Vladimir should have stayed top and pushed as well. They could have possibly done two different things, but having a look at the bottom, Tristana's going to take the tower. No problem whatsoever. Reyes coming down to respawn, but just look at how fast the tower is going down. Or look at the water cannon.
The dive happens in the mid lane as well. Fight goes off here. The shockwave does catch a blow. The sunlight solar flare comes off, but no, it's not going to be enough. As we can see, the highlight just taking off everyone.
Nice Sonya by Morgana this time. And if this goes in the favor of highlight once again, Nocturne's not going to escape from that. Not with the ice ball. Nunu being really aggressive. I like the fact that highlight is so aggressive, so I would say the teamwork is just really well. They know individually what targets they should chase down and what's their limitations. Even if they do make mistakes along the way, they can come back up with amazing things. So that's what I love to see.
Grace definitely gonna go off so easily right there. There's no way you can run from a Tristana. Look at the attack range right there.
Not a chance whatsoever. I mean, her range is one thing, but her attack speed allows her to land multiple hits before people can actually react to it.
And here she goes with the attack speed story and the Blood Boy at 2.5 attack speed already. Actually,
that's
here we
max.
see that's maxed out, but here she's just going to jump away. But there's actually one thing I dislike about Tristana, even though she does own them, I just see her.
Look at that! Oh my!
She will fall, but she will take a kill right there before going down, being very aggressive.
But luckily,
finally shut down.
Went to Nocturne, not to Leona, so Nocturne can translate this into additional things. I like the fact that Nunu has gotten a Zeke's Herald, more attack speed, more lifesteal for Tristana. This team is insane. This Tristana is out of control. If she decided to be a little bit safe, she could have gotten away from things definitely, but she decided to be more aggressive onto things. So yeah. She had to pay the price for that, so yeah.
See, she should have just kept the streak and then went home and buy a GA, which she really has,
but
right?
she has a GA now already, and that's perfectly fine. To be honest, I would love to see the Bloodthirster have been bought, not the GA. With the Bloodthirster, she could have healed up so much more.
Yeah, but the problem is that you see, if you have a Nocturne and a Shockwave and a Leona onto you, that doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
So it's like a way for the safe path, so to speak, but at the same time,
I don't want safe, I want aggressive, no, I want ridiculous.
She can be aggressive as she is, but if she gets dived down, then her teammates, Morgana's ultimate, Venomous damage over time with all its tiles of bloods, everything, would be so much better used, I would have to say.
It's the same thing as Tristana was not even in a team fight, and yet the team won. So they are 10 kills ahead, they are 10,000 ahead as well. Look at that, Solar Flare not hitting anyone. Look at
all
that.
3 targets actually, by just slowing them down.
So low.
Morgana landing the ultimate this time, good, but here comes Nunu's ultimate to slow everyone down, letting Tristana once again get all the kills right there, jumping on the clean up right there, and Jay splashes over the wall, and he might go down to Hero Plague, and he does right there.
Ace.
Actually gonna move for the Baron.
They are gonna go, I mean, they can, why not? It would help Tristana even more.
And that's just how quickly this Baron is going down right there.
Look at how fast Tristana is firing, like the animation before one finishes, the next animation is already proccing. Oh wow, this Tristana, amazing.
Here, without pushing themselves, just taking off the Baron, we can see here the bottom lane might be able to take down the tower. Oh, never mind, the creep just spawned out.
So yeah.
Yes, but the super minions just being so hard to deal with overall, I would have to say. Just so troublesome. And here we can see that right now, it's going to be very hard for, well, talent group to come back, I would have to say. for this
Yeah,
fight.
what they need to do is they need to destroy Tristana. Then maybe they have a chance to get back. They maybe have a chance. Simply because Tristana has such a long range here, she's able to constantly poke out towers. So, Vladimir just needs to stand there, or anybody needs to stand in front of the towers, receive the hit, even if it's minions, and Tristana will just wail away on the tower, and there's nothing much they can do about it. They need to remove their sieger.
Yes.
Tristana is one of the best sieges in the game thus far, especially for taking out turrets very, very quickly.
Yes, even better than Caitlyn, I would have to say.
Yes, simply because of her attack speed steroid.
As well as the attack range.
Yeah.
And here you see, wow, Morgana actually going to dive in right there. Morgana goes in as well. Her ultimate does land on the Grace, I believe, right there, but now she's going to fall. Hasn't used her
look at that
Zonya yet
damage.
at all. If you look at
Triple
the damage
kill.
being dealt out. And here we
Oh,
see
no,
one more.
quadra.
Oh, never mind.
Oh
Got
well.
stolen. Oh, the pentakill got stolen right there. Once
Yeah.
again, I would have to say. And here this is
GG
the
gets
GG right there in 32 minutes. Almost. Wow. And wow, look at that Zonya's right there. The laser is coming down and oh, never mind. Just nice
barely.
in that 2 seconds with the attack speed from Tristana right there. They're going to take the game. And wow.
Wow. I mean that was really good.
I mean, that was really good. I didn't expect them to play off so well in the beginning.
If I
have
had
to
a
say.
hat, my hats off would be you to Tristana.
So, yeah.
That massive play. I'm still reeling from the shock that the two amazing plays that happened, which was one was a pentakill for sure, but the second amazing play was Morgana missing her ultimate.
Yeah, but in the end, it still turned out in their favor. You know, the four of them stood there while Nocturne dived in, I would have to say.
It was like the highlight of the match.
Yes.
Morgana fails.
Yes,
Tristana
it's like a
pentas.
top 5 fail right there, but it comes a success, I would have to say.
We should definitely try to submit that out there to see what can happen from there. It was just so funny to actually see.
It's
I
just
was
so
going like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, wait, Quadra? Wait, Penta? Oh my.
wait. Can we just... It was
We just had a little bit of a glimpse right there, so not to
Yeah.
worry. We actually are going to go into the score screen and we're going to see how badass this Tristana actually is. Tristana does have her GA, her Phantom Dancer, her Infinity Age up as well, and she is sitting at 16,000 gold. That's a lot of gold, even compared to her team. The second one up there is 12,000.
0.1. And it's both AP carries, not AP mid, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, both of these are the AP champions and you're 4,000 behind. She is 17 kills ahead.
Oh, what is
Just wow.
Yes, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, overall, they played very strong and very well, but this just determines it, I would have to say. Yeah. So right now, we're going to move on to join into the second game. So
So you get to see my lovely face, and at the same time, what's actually going to happen is that you can ask us anything you want to ask us about anything. So it's an ask me anything, anything everywhere. And you can ask us anything. So yeah.
ask him everything. Ask him when is he going to be Suna again, I would have to say.
Ask me when I'm going to be Suna again. So I don't know. You either can ask me on YouTube, you can ask me on
IRC chat.
on the RC chat, or I don't know if you all of a sudden have my thing inside there, you can have it. So yeah,
I'm looking for the game actually to join, but I can't seem to
it's F5 versus SHA. That's the name of the game. Oh, I just saw it.
Is it? I'm blind. Wait, give me a moment. Sorry, I'm getting too old for this. That's why I say every time I do something wrong, getting just too old for this.
Yeah, apparently he's getting. But yeah, so let us know of what you want to actually see. So
Yes.
water, wind, fire. Yes. In fact, in terms of the games,
Oh wow, okay, water wins fire because Tristana splashing out water,
Yes.
winning against the sun. I'm going to use the fire as the sun right there.
Shoutcasters, will the next season of GPL still be round robin style? And if I'm not mistaken, the answer to that is yes.
For now, I would have to say yes. For now.
Things may change.
Yes, things may change.
Things may change, but for now, we believe that it should be the same way as how it was done this time. But this time only with more teams. So yeah.
So, okay, game 2 will actually not start so soon.
We actually do have some time to ask us, so we can ask us about anything you want to know about us in the office or.
Please ignore him. Before we move on to the game 2, of course, let's just go through the brief introduction of these teams as well.
Well,
This-
since people don't know about
People don't
this, people may be joining us right now. Let us know. I'll collect your questions and then we will answer them after this. So, yep.
Definitely. So right now we're going to see for the second match for today. It's going to start at 9:05. I would have to say we do have a bit more time, but for this match we have coming up, it will be F5 against Saigon Jokers.
Both these two teams are now the current top teams of the league that they're having right there.
Yep.
So F5, known as Fantastic Five, do have the most amount of wins. They have 7 wins and only 2 losses. And Saigon Jokers have 9 games as well, but this time with only 6 wins and 3 losses. And I mean, this is what's interesting. The group Talent did not do so well in the previous game,
Against
but
Highlands.
Talent was the only team to actually beat out Team F5. And
Nice.
both of the games that they lost were to Team Talent. So for some reason, there must be like a special strategy which they know that just counters them, and that's why that's what's happening. So yeah.
And also, for this match, if you guys have been watching GPL, you'll be following on. F5 actually has 2 former players from SAJ, which is Egg as well as Yang Xiu.
Yeah.
Yes, and now they're actually in F5 team, and also, and it's going to be interesting to see. They appeared like for 1 or 2 matches for the GPL during the week, and they're actually quite strong players out there. They just, from what I heard, they just came back from the US from studying, and then they were thrown into this thing to see experience it fully, and now they're in this team, as a different team, F5 right here, and they've been doing very well overall. A lot of people say that, some people are saying that in Vietnam side that F5 is stronger than Saigon Jokers, and we will just have to see
what's going to actually happen.
Yeah, and for Saigon Jokers, you are no strangers. You all know them since GPL, since the beginning, with the addition of the changes of new teams, but the complete 5 right now being Archie, QTV, Nix Water, Violet, as well as Junie. They are a really strong team, and this match is going to determine who would definitely be the champion for the Glorious Arena, as well as secure their spot in GPL Season 2.
Yep, so we're going to watching this next game up, and these are the 2 best teams out there, so it's definitely going to see what interesting plays comes off of this. Now, what's also interesting to note from all of this is that this has been going, the selection of these 6 teams have been done even before the Season 2 qualifiers in Da Nang went on.
Yes.
So this is a long going on tournament, and we have now come back to stream you guys with the final. So let us know if you want to see other tournaments like this. We possibly could get involved in other tournaments from around the regions, the different countries, and we could be casting it to you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So we are trying to bring you as much exposure, so to speak, of our own regions in terms of tournaments, as well as other regions, because we know you guys just love watching all things happen and learn from the best out there. And we can see that, I mean, our community does have this mindset in the past, because we can't communicate with the Vietnamese, so therefore they're bad players.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's very clear that Tristana was better than most players in our server.
Just to say, not to say that they are better players than us or what so and so forth.
It doesn't mean if they're from that country, it does not mean that they're bad. Saigon Jokers clearly puts that out there.
Saigon Jokers clearly puts that out there, and so far, I would have said that the Vietnam side of the region, their competitiveness, competitive gaming, esports
scene is massive. It's larger than Singapore and Malaysia combined. With the amount of money being thrown into tournaments, from the amount of sponsorship and the support that the general community, not even the gaming community, the general community supports it, is really, really massive and something to actually see. I mean, that is simply why Season 2 qualifiers could actually be done there. Look at the stadium, how many people was there, and how many people came to support. It just shows that their love and appreciation for something that can be out there. So now we're going to go into the
AMA session.
The AMA session, they Ask Me Anything. And so we have a few things of what choices are the best for AD carries. Teddy, I know you play AD more than me. I play support. I'm like, I support for everything.
I would have to say right now the best choices for AD carry would definitely still be Ezreal.
Ezreal? Okay.
Ezreal is still the best AD carry in terms of overall what he can do for the team and keeping himself safe. He is the best. I mean, if you compare Ezreal and Tristana, Tristana can jump away, but the problem is when she jumps, during the animation, she can be stunned, she can be knocked up, she can be pulled, she can be destroyed in that few seconds. Her jump delay is actually very long, which is one of the reasons why I dislike Tristana overall.
Okay.
Yeah, but
because of Ezreal having the
Arcane Shift.
Arcane Shift.
Yes, Arcane Shift, his mobility wise, gets pulled by Blitzcrank or whatsoever, it's instant. Like for Tristana, I believe that even if she jumps away from Skarner, just because her initial jumping stage is so slow that Skarner should be able to still grab her. Like, you know how if you flash away from Skarner right now while he's doing the casting animation, it will not work.
Maybe we should actually go and test this out.
This is something that needs to be tested out, of course, because a lot of times when you see Tristana about to jump and she gets stunned, she gets whatever, and she just stays there in the same position now. But of course,
she has to before jumping away.
Rocket jump out of there. So Ezreal is still #1 just in terms of overall early game to late game transition, global ulti, mobility, good pokes, as well as taking down towers, helping teammates to really take it down very quickly. And okay, so there's actually the question about Draven. So I would have to say currently the only well-known Draven player out there, because he's the only player that streams Draven when he plays, is Afumu. And he has this combination he's built up, the Draven and Morgana combo. And what you want to say?
I mean, I was just about to say, like, with Afumu, his combinations is what makes a champion work. But if you don't have the combination of having it with Morgana, 90% of the time it's not going to go actually all that well. As compared to, for instance, if you take somebody on the same skill level as, for instance, Ezreal and Draven and put together, or Varus and Draven, in fact, we put up against each other, which was one of his scrims he just recently did, Aphromo. It did not go well because he doesn't have the composition, he doesn't have the combination to make it work.
Yes.
And that's the thing. What's the downside about having Draven? So, yeah.
Downside about having Draven is very simple. He cannot deal constant damage. Full stop.
The bouncing blades are also very scary to use.
Yes, the bouncing blades are like overpowered in the sense that if you play against Tristana and Vayne on the early stage, I just need to throw those twice into your face and you have lost 50% health. No problem. And I won't be afraid to trade hits with you because you need to do like 3 hits or maybe a lot of hits to do the same damage. But for me, I just need to throw a bouncer blade, fall back, and you have quarter HP gone. That's what makes Draven so strong on the early stage. As well as in team fights, there was once I played against a Draven. I think I was using Vayne. I had a BT, PD, as well as Last Whisper. And he only had the PD as well as a Bloodthirster. But he out-damaged me.
Yeah,
it's
bouncing blades.
Yeah. It's just because of the bouncing blades. So that's why Draven is like will actually be the strongest AD carry in terms of overall damage. But he just
the singular damage output goes to them. For I would say one of the fastest casters, burst damage goes to Corki for AD.
Fastest burst, yes, definitely goes.
Fastest burst damage. Corki can just deal out immediately everything, especially with his missiles if he has his biggest missile out there. Phosphorus bomb at the same time. I would say for the amount of most CC that a AD carry can have will go to Varus. His entangling shot, his rain arrow, something, that AoE thingy.
AoE slow that he has.
Yeah. Would go to him. I would say for the highest mobility would go to Misfortune simply because of her passive. She can run across the map. So if you're looking for an AD carry that can assist out mid lane very, very quickly or to help secure jungle buffs, Misfortune is there. She can immediately go into help start blue and run back into lane without missing a single CS. She's one of those people that can actually do that. Whereas Corki can do the same, but he has to like Valkyrie over.
Yeah, and the cooldown is very long. And so the best ADs would still be the strongest, definitely, if you can see through tournaments, is still Vayne and Kog'Maw overall.
Yeah.
In terms of overall, being able to survive on themselves to a certain extent, as well as escaping things, doing a lot of damage, they're still much better. Because for Tristana, nothing skills with her AD except for her first skill, which is just attack speed. So if she's not able to farm up any items, she can't do damage.
Yep.
Yeah, but for Vayne, no items, I have true damage. For Kog'Maw, no items, I still have magic damage.
The magic damage is that's definitely helping him.
That's why those two are like super hyper carries. Like if you fall short in the early stages, you die a few times, you can recover. Yeah. For Vayne, just one good team fight, you score at least 4 kills. You're done. You're back into the game.
You can't do anything else. So team
will be back into the game. And yes, we'll be back in 5 minutes. So
Okay, so who has the highest damage in game right now? If you're talking about every single champion,
like what kind of damage are you
okay,
referring to?
let's talk about physical damage first.
Mhm.
In terms of sustain, like overtime damage.
So as in trading hits, sustaining the
Yeah.
fight, so to speak.
Olaf. Olaf and Jax. No, but Jax has magic damage.
Yes, there's magic damage included. I would say
Just physical damage alone?
Just by physical damage alone, if you stand there and fight right in front of each other, it would definitely be, well, definitely be Olaf because of his passive and his second skill. But in terms of maybe if you combine skills into the picture, and if Nessus is super fat,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would say
if Nessus
Nessus is
siphoning
bad.
strike,
if it stacks up
is-
to maybe 500 damage one hit, and
Gone.
there's nothing much you can do about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean Olaf does has his true damage, but at the same time,
Okay, for instance, at level 1, if all of a sudden they were given 10,000 hit points, who would be the fastest one to
so, then
get out?
oh, wow.
I would still say Olaf.
I mean, Olaf would just stand there and attack faster.
Yeah,
so you could
you attack faster because of his massive being able to proc out. In terms of magical damage for an AP carry,
If I'm not, I forgot which one. I could say Jada in the past because it was one. No, wait.
it was 1
No,
to 1.
I would just say Nuno.
No?
Yes, Nuno's ultimate has a ×3 ratio.
No, okay. In terms of burst, not like okay, you
Instant
don't walk. Yeah, you don't walk into the Nunu's ultimate and stand there and be like, hi.
Burst. This slightly
LeBlanc?
has to do with an upgrade.
Yeah,
I would be Victor.
possible. Yeah,
Victor's laser, and well, or you could say Arvi's true damage first skill
yeah. Her essence orb.
would
Yeah.
be the highest skill damage. I think I would have to say. Yeah.
I don't know. What about LeBlanc? LeBlanc's
LeBlanc is
QRQ combo.
LeBlanc will, okay, if you're talking about that combination coming out in
Yeah.
that sense, then
Or-
definitely go to LeBlanc.
Yeah. I mean, her burst
It's
is
not just
massive.
Q is you Q, use it
What is
twice.
like
Q up,
Melzahar's R as well.
it's damage over time though.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, okay, if it's damage over time in terms of magical damage, pool and an ulti, percent life disappearing.
But that's two skills in one.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about one skill, whatever, you know.
Like just overall out there. People are saying, what about Darius? What about Veigar? Veigar, yeah, that has a lot of damage, but not a single skill. His ultimate, yes, once he has a lot of AP, his ultimate does a lot, but it's more of his combo. He QRs or he WQRs.
I would say in instant burst, nothing beats LeBlanc.
Yeah.
For Vega, I mean, the only part if you can do an instant burst is that if I have 1,000 AP and you have 1,000 AP as well, I'm like, yeah, there's nothing I do with the ultimate.
But a lot of Veigars deal a lot of damage simply because they dare Fire Grass into ultimate, into Q at the same time. So that's like 3,799 damage at the same time.
The shooting star we have.
Um,
Oh, I forgot. The thing.
You mean a Dark
AUP,
Matter?
A dark matter, yes.
Yeah. So I mean that's because of his combinations out there. So
But
yeah,
it's not instant. Like instant.
it's not instant.
burst.
Like LeBlanc's one is, I would say, almost instantaneously. As long as the orb flies to you, that's the end of it.
But yeah, Vega still needs to stack up so much over time. For LeBlanc, I just need to kill you twice. I have money to buy items to kill you even more.
Yeah.
But for Vega, I need to farm and farm and farm.
And farm.
You're not gonna give. You're not gonna be given a chance probably as Vega, you know, unless your jungle protects you and helps you secure a lot of early kills.
Yep.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the thing is, if Veigar does hit his AoE stun, it does help. Definitely
Definitely helps a lot.
against LeBlanc.
But it's still quite dodgeable. It's like it's all about
Especially if people are asking about LeBlanc versus Veigar. If you know it's gonna happen, first of all, LeBlanc has the escape mechanism of when she leads low enough life, she turns invisible and procs away. Even if the stun does land on her, she does proc it away.
Okay,
Which her illusion will be stunned and she will be fine.
So
At the
let's,
same time, she can jump.
yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. So you're looking for 1v1 LeBlanc versus Vega. So at level 1 itself, I already have pushed it down to half health. Because you're going to use your Q to farm, I'll use my Q to poke you.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. And then when I reach level 2, I have a QW combo. You either take a stun or Dark Matter. If you Dark Matter minions, I'm free to hit you. So I'll just QW in your face. And that's another half-life combo.
Yeah.
You can't actually farm up at that point of time. Yeah, so to speak. That's why like Vega has a lot of bad matchups.
Especially at level 6, even though when Vega does have his ulti, LeBlanc's ulti is now making all her spells
Yeah.
twice as more powerful.
I could just go for 100% spell penetration.
Oh wow.
And
That's
I don't need that much AP. I will still do tons of damage to you.
freak. Tons of damage.
Tons of damage. And for Vega, you know you stack up AP, so I'll just go safe. In early stage, I don't stack up that much AP. I'll get maybe, what's it called? I'll get the Sorcerer's Boots, Haunting Guys, and then just Abyssal Scepter. I'll have like 100 AP maybe with my ability and runes.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, yeah, what are you gonna do to me? So yeah, I mean it's all these factors that comes in. Like, if you say that in the end game, I would say maybe Vega will win. But before you reach that end game, I would
Whether
have,
you can even reach the end game, that's the other question.
That's the second question. Yeah. Overall. Because you're talking about just about 1v1, and 1v1 LeBlanc is very hard to win against overall. I would have to say, unless you have super sustain and super tankiness early level 1. Just full flat magic resist and flat HP regenerations out there. So yeah.
So let us know if you have any other questions and we can help you out with. So yeah.
The match will start soon in about
Less than 3
3
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
It should start.
Oh, it's actually going to start now. Yes, everything is going to move into position, just waiting for them to click it. And here we go. The game has begun. Going to move into the champion selection screen. So here we see F5. You see Tokyo, Yang Sui, Zerg, and Egg. I would say that actually all 4 of these, you have seen them appear in Saigon Jokers for quite a short while before coming back. Before they came out to become F5, a separate group. So all these players are actually all strong players, I would have to say. In the side, for Vietnamese side, I would have to say.
Yep.
I mean, for Vietnamese side, I cannot say for our side as well because I haven't seen them play all that much. But from what I heard from Vietnam, they are currently the strongest team.
Out there. I mean, I like the fact that they're banning Elise out. Yeah, they just don't want to deal with Elise right now. So yeah. Who do we think will actually be the champion? Are you talking about the TPA SGS because that's the one you were asking? Or are you asking about this match, the F5 versus SAJ match?
I mean, see the band champions being Blitzcrank, quite weird. Juni does play a good Blitzcrank as well, so maybe
I'm guessing these are all targeted bans at this point in time because SAJ cannot afford to lose this.
Yes, they cannot afford to lose
If
this.
they do lose this, it's going to be massive. Now, the other thing as well is that if SAJ wins this, they will now be tied with 7-7, and it's going to come down to how much time they have taken. So they want to win this, and they want to win this in the fastest time possible.
I wouldn't say they need to win in the fastest time possible because they do have actually 1 hour, the time difference they have. If I remember seeing that so far for F5, they've played for 3 hours and 30 minutes, and for Saigon Jokers, it's 2 hours and about 5 minutes.
I
So
think
they do have the leeway of that extra time. Like if this game does drag off, as long as it doesn't drag off more than 1 hour, they'll be safe. I'll have to say.
no, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 hours and 5 minutes. So they only have about 30 minutes difference.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now, so we just have to see about that. You see the last bands being Jace and Gragas, and here we see first pick as well, famous first pick lately. Every single tournament out there, just Ezreal. I already seen the last game, but so we still see Ezreal being taken away from Archie. I would have to say, maybe also targeted that way.
It could be targeted right there. In this match, to be honest, I'm actually going for Saigon Jokers. I think they have something up their
Support
sleeve.
the blue team. I support the purple team.
Okay, fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll support F5.
And here we see Zyra being picked up. Most probably going to be support. I believe Zyra is more famous for being a support pick
these days, yeah.
instead of an AP mid at all. And here Irila being locked in. And here we see responding with Singed. It's going to be fantastic and exciting to see if Singed does get picked off for this matchup.
I think that could be pretty interesting. Singed versus Irelia.
There goes the lock-in in the end.
Oh, okay.
It's good Singed against
haven't
Irelia.
seen Singed in a competitive play for some time now.
No, just saw it a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months is some time ago.
No, it's just like 2 months. Is it 2 months? Yeah, it's like 2 months ago.
Not recent enough for me.
It's enough for you, really.
No.
It's because it's been banned. You know, Shy can't play it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyhow, we do see Lux. I'm not sure about Lux. Nick's Water has been favoring Lux quite a bit these days. I don't know about this.
Went for Twisted Fate.
I seriously think he should be going for Twisted Fate simply because he does have Destiny that can help out the other lanes. Mundo, I quite like Mundo.
It's gonna be a running game against Mundo and Siege, who runs faster, who slows each other better.
If only they pick up an Orianna right now, Singe would win. Everybody wants to run here and everywhere.
Yeah, so we do see most probably Lee Sin jungle, or it's gonna be Lee Sin mid. I mean, maybe they pick Blux because they're afraid of a Lee Sin mid, as Lee Sin mid has been made famous by CLG Froggen.
Yeah.
I mean, CLG EU Froggen, just to be more specific. And he...
Froggen Hanivia.
No, he has made Lee Sin mid famous.
Yeah.
And you just said Anivia. I was talking about Lee Sin.
Froggen's also famous for it.
Okay, fine. So I was like, why are you saying Anivia? Sorry, I didn't get that, but never mind. Here, but okay, it's going to be a top lane Lee Sin I will have to see because we still see Morgana being taken up.
Top lane Morgana. Jang.
Also safe, I would have to say. The top lane is a bit too fast stretch for her to walk fast enough to run away.
Morgana has a very big skirt and very difficult to walk in. So yeah, but I do like Nunu Ezreal combination right there.
It's not as effective anymore,
as
I would
before,
have to say.
yeah.
Because right now,
Heimerdinger.
That's the whole thing right there.
No, in fact, it is going to be a lock-in Grave, so it's going to be. It is
wow.
locked in.
Okay, interesting.
So Grave Zyra, great job there.
And Ezreal. So I think Nunu might take consume, just eat plants. What do you think?
Maybe, yeah.
So yeah, so right now we're just gonna move in the switches and are going on the final match for today as well as for the Glorious Arena to determine who will be the #1 top dog for Vietnam and represent them in GPL.
Yep. I mean, this is going to be interesting. I mean, if Saigon Jokers can do this in 30 minutes or less, they should be able to, secure the win out there. But they are going up against what people are calling the strongest team in Vietnam right now. So I don't know how this is going to go.
And we will just have to see how well this plays off.
Yep.
Exciting games we have today. The first game was already exciting in itself. We did see a pentakill appear as well. It's quite rare to see.
There was one that was denied.
There was one that was denied.
So there was almost 2 pentakills there. There was the mishap of Morgana. I wonder if it will happen this time again.
Yes.
And we saw the aggression. How at first they were very aggressive. Talon had to be defensive. And then second, in the transition of early game to mid game, the aggression died down a little bit, and that is when Talon started to gain a little bit of advantage. And then it was responded with, you know what, we're not going to give you advantage, we're going to become super aggressive.
Yes.
And then it went to a game-winning push. So yeah.
And here we're going to take a look at the rules. I believe everyone wants to see what Singe is playing, as he has Ghost and Ignite, and Singe is just one of the famous, I'll have to say, troll picks out there, because, Singe is also one of those champions with a global taunt. Just not as bad as Timo and Janna, but still, he still has it in him. And here we see flat armor plus 25 and magic pen right there. So 9 magic pen marks, and here 3 extra here at the glyphs. And overall here, ability power at level 18. So 90 ability power, which is level 18. Overall, everything else onto armor. Just going to be super tanky. Yeah, so
walking around and no problems.
But in the mastery side, a bit weird / different / I don't know what's going on right now.
11. He wants the spell vamp. Okay.
Yes, he wants a spell vamp. He wants the extra health, defense. At the same time, he wants to kill minions faster.
Yep. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
He's not just basic attacks as Singe to kill minions.
He just wants a little bit of extra, just to make sure.
Oops, wrong button right there. I mean, I suppose it's easier because it doesn't have any flat damage, so you just want to secure the last hit from there in the early stages, maybe. So yeah. So Zyra is a support. Let's just take a look. We've seen different.
I wonder if it's going to be experience. No, it's going to be gold for normal.
And flat armor marks and seals. Not going to go for early damage of magic pen or the sort.
No, let's just check out the masteries. It could be all that actually. No,
wow,
not at all. Wow.
Tankiness, movement speed.
This Zyra is going to be super aggressive. This is going to be completely utility Zyra, not a killer Zyra. So she just wants to make sure she's not going to receive any much of hits. Now, simply because Ezreal is there.
And I can't pronounce this. Flak Phasphonaka.
I studied out that's any sort of Vietnamese. It's more like
a jumble of
words.
So yeah, definitely going to be very exciting to see. So for this match, it's going to be exciting to see how this plays out, because we know people asking us, who do you think will win these finals? Who do you think will win this game? And now we'll just, what do you think with these champion picks?
Yeah, so in this thing, I would say early game, it goes to SAJ.
This is it?
Early game.
Game?
Early game SAJ, simply because the F5 has Singe. Late game Singe, with the amount of armor that he has, is going to be irritating to deal with. Especially with Morgana, with Lee Sin. Late game is going to be irritating to deal with. They have lots of disruption coming out. But early game, we see that Zara can lock down things. Lux can get an early advantage. Now, Lux is, I would say, really potent when it comes to late game if you can land things. So it's a little bit of an inconsistency there. They do have Mundo and Irelia though, but I say a 55% late game goes to favor F5, 45 goes to the favor of SAJ. Slightly more favor onto that side.
Really?
Yeah.
Really now?
Early game goes to the favor SAJ. The Zyra composition at bottom will be able to assist out a
But
lot.
not only that, I would say we'll have to see whether this will become a lane swap actually. The shutdown siege in the early game.
To shut down Singe in the early game, I don't think so they would.
I mean, not talking about shutting down. At the same time, it's just about pushing down the tower. They can do it very well. Ezreal and Nunu should be able to do it as well, but I would say Irelia has a better chance against the 2v1.
Yeah, Irelia has a better chance against Singe in the 2v1, that's for sure. But it will be pretty interesting to see if they do swap it out. Will Irelia be able to transition out of it? Because Singe can still happen. So we're going to actually go into game right now, and we can see what's going to happen.
So yeah, so we see all the wards being bought out. So this game might have an earlier, more aggressive start. As you can see right there, the pings going down by Saigon Jokers onto the opponent's side right there. They want to invade instantly right there. 3 pings going off. They want to fight for their blue. And weirdly enough, Lee Sin should be going for red, but they do know that
They just want to counter jungle. They want to give them a hard time. That's exactly what they want to do.
And here they do see, I think, were they able to see each other right there? No, the side was a bit too far. I think even Mundo didn't see it. But here we're going to see Nunu most probably going to get caught right here. Nunu walking alone like a boss, so lonely.
You're going to wait
right
for Nunu
there.
to walk around.
And yeah, they're going to wait. Here they go right there. Oh, going to be caught right there. There goes the bind, there goes the grab.
I don't think so. They should have double binded straight away though.
I think it's fine because overall damage output with Mundo and Gray's buckshot is
they're coming back in now. They looks like they're going to chase them out.
So here we see there goes the bind right there, and nothing much happens. I thought they were going to try to charge in for the kill, but they are one-man shot, so they have chosen to fall back instead. So here, after securing that early kill with the wards being planted down here, early 2 wards on the blue already. I believe Mundo will be coming for a counter jungle.
They want to come and smite it away. That's what they want to do.
I don't think they're good. No, they're going to smite it away. It's just for Mundo. Mundo is going to take the raid and then go for his blue. But they do see that they're waiting right there. So Lee Sin is going to start on his own blue. So instead, Mundo is just going to take his blue, maybe go to the raid. So we have to see this. Because Mundo just is really very quick in clearing the jungle. No problem at all.
Yep.
And especially with the help of teammates, it'll be much faster.
Especially with 4 of them right there. It's going to go down very, very quickly. He will not have to use his smite whatsoever, but the ward is planted down, so they do know that F5 does know that SCJ, if Mundo doesn't put in there to try to get something. So,
wow, Lee Sin, see, just he reset?
It did reset just a tiny bit when that ran away, but Lee Sin taking his blue, I don't know about
They're going to go for the early first bird at top, and here we do see Lee Sin has been spotted, so QTV is going to have to be playing a bit safe, and Mundo is not worried about that. He's going to take his raid first before he moves on to help top
but
lane.
yeah,
We see the top lane actually going in already, but nothing much happened.
I think they revealed their hand a little bit too quickly. For the fact that Lee Sin could have waited it just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now we do see Mundo coming in now. It's going to be the reverse. And
Bastion going to go off. Yes, the slow does
the
go
Cleaver
off.
just
It's going to
hit.
stop the
that's
goats,
the end of it.
and that is the end of it. The second blood right there going on to Mundo. And Mundo, getting Mundo get rich early is good.
It's a very good thing, in
It's
fact.
a very good thing as a jungler for Mundo.
I mean, especially with Irelia as well. Having Irelia get additional kills as whenever she can does help her transition out quite a bit. So, I mean, that's going into their favor now. I did say that in the early game it goes to Saigon Jokers, and this is exactly what it is. And what's happening now. I do like the fact that in the middle, can you just do the swap of characters?
Oh, sorry.
Between Lux and Morgana, it's very, very even. And for the rest of the team, we do see like at the bottom lane, for instance, they are actually neck to neck.
So look at QTV just ignoring Singe right there. Just think about it.
Singe? What Singe? I don't care about Singe. That's what's
Actually,
crazy.
the trade's going off, and you can see right there why Morgana.
Wow.
Yes.
Nick's water being very dominant. Oh, Lee Sin could be spotting out Zyra. The ward actually just gets spotted down.
Okay, Mundo comes in, he knows that he needs to be there.
I don't
and
know.
No, gets away for now. The flashes all go off. And here, Ezreal still has his flash. Well, he flashed. Nope, he was able to get away just fine. Almost. Oh wow, right there.
Nice Zyra play. He didn't know that he was actually there, just wanted to double check and true enough just landed into a binding.
Oh, actually we see Nick's water getting the hurt, missing his E right there, even
He
though
actually does get just a little bit,
low.
just at the very edge of things. But both of them are out of mana, so they can't do much of anything whatsoever. Now Morgana is out of pots, but Lux still has pots, so Lux will be able to stay in there a little bit longer than them, unless a binding all of a sudden comes out.
Here
But
you see
Singe.
Singe is coming from the top lane, trying almost grabbing onto Lux right there, I would have to say.
Map awareness, that's all that is.
Yes,
Map
definitely.
awareness.
So here we see everything moving slowly, but right now at the earliest game, as you mentioned, it is going in the favor of the Saigon Jokers, and they're using it.
They're using it to their advantage, which is great. Now, Mundo's coming in for a gag. Will Mundo be able to do anything? Mundo's walking into lane. Morgana sees it. Oh, Morgana is so low.
It doesn't matter, there goes.
Oh.
Not gonna dive in right there.
No, they're not going to dive simply because the minions are there, and if Lux continue to move in, Lux would have taken a little bit too much damage so that she could not even take a single turret hit. So,
And here we see that one kill for the top lane is all the difference is needed, and Irelia at level 5 just pushing Singe away at level 3. And here she's gonna walk into Lee Sin, but it does not matter. There goes the stun. They're gonna jump in, stole her, but she procs the flash quite early, in my opinion.
I think she just wanted to be like, I don't want to receive any more damage, so...
And also not the fling. Yeah, the most important thing is not to be fling back. If she was fling back, it would be too late to flash out of it already, I would have to say.
But now, you see, the minions are in her favor. She should actually let Singe hit her.
No, but at the same time, she doesn't know whether Lee Sin is still nearby. She doesn't have a ward yet, so she is forced to play slightly defensively. As you can see, Lee Sin is actually just waiting for Irelia to be aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, no, she should have just gone in, just let Singe, or take a little bit of the poison. Immediately, all the minions would have shifted their attention to Singe, and Singe would have received damage. And many people actually don't think about doing that. It's all this unconventional damage that actually brings down champions. But I like Zyra still actually being very, very aggressive. I like that. A passive Zyra is no point whatsoever.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, look at this. She's planting down plants. She is poking whenever she can. And this is actually getting a hard job because simply Nunu does not have sustain. And this is, I guess, goes... Oh, wow. Turret hit there. One turret hit. This goes to the fact that Zyra had all that extra armor so that she can be aggressive, so that she's not afraid to take that many hits.
And she's landing the combos off the plants very well, I would have to say.
I mean, the combinations are helping her out, so great job for her there.
Oh, here we see QTV going in, being very aggressive as usual. He buys his Berserker Greaves, not going to go for 2 now Magic Mantas, but just going to poke people down, kill them instantly right there. And here with the ultimate being proc, going to push the lane before Singe reach level 6 because he's at level 5 and with very little mana right there. So going to be aggressive, going to try to take down the tower early maybe, or she wants to fall back into base. And here she see at the top lane with 55 CS against 17 CS right there against a Singe.
That's just massive.
Massive.
Massive amount of difference. Not massive, not tons of damage, but just massive amount of difference right there. She can make something happen. I mean, she even has her mantle up just to avoid all the extra damage. And look at this, Singe has to force to run away. He can't engage on her one-on-one. It's just not going in his favor whatsoever. And so top lane is winning. Mid lane is actually neck to neck at this point in time, but
slightly winning.
Slightly winning.
Of assist, like she got.
Yep. Also the fact that he has gotten a Chalice of Harmony when only a Lawrence ring is on Morgana.
And here we see QTV just going to be aggressive and Zerg popped the ultimate already as he's at level 6. He's just going to farm as many minions as he can right now, as that is what he needs to do as Singe. He just needs to slowly farm up and get fat.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. I mean, if you can't do it fast in the early stages because you got killed, you just do it slowly, it's still the same thing. Because at Siege, it's very hard to miss CS once you reach level 5 and level 7.
It's quite interesting also to note that the junglers have taken a slightly more passive role in the last couple of minutes. Initially, they were very, very dominant. They were everywhere, basically. But Lee Sin just securing the blue for Morgana. So now Morgana has the ability now to farm out just a little bit more, especially with her soil.
I mean, the tomato soil, yes. But you see, Mundo actually going for more defensive in terms of the boots. Might be going for Ninja Tabi as he does have the cloth armor right there. I would have hoped to see him get Mercury tracks actually because Singed as well as Morgana does more magic damage. But I think he just doesn't want to get caught by Lee Sin too badly. So stacking up a bit more on the armor at the early stage. Because he really has a Doran shield. So I don't see why he needs that cloth armor so quickly or so soon.
I think he just wants to be like a little bit extra safe simply because there's lots of different people out there that can deal physical damage, and Morgana's taking a huge beating. The Lux Mining does go off laser. Oh
wow.
Nice,
Just
nice.
at the age, I would have to say.
Very last age. In fact, this is posted on my Facebook that Lux's ulti is finally getting the change that's needed. The line, her laser line, in fact, is not all that accurate at times, and I think this could be it. She could have possibly missed it.
Yes.
If the bug had still existed, but
Not sure about that.
not sure about that though. But yeah, so Dragon going to Saigon Jokers now. It is 3-4-0
And so as one dragon.
and Dragon.
Advantage is proven there. Even in the CS overall
Oh,
farming.
look at Zyra denying.
Lee Sin,
Lee Sin and it's
12 goals in total. 12 goals in total, I would have to say.
I really like that. Even the support is being aggressive, and making ballsy plays.
I think it's gonna take a look at the goal. We see Irelia at 3.7k and Singe at 2.1 only. She's gonna go back. She has 2,000 plus, and she might get the Wits End. There it is, the Wits End right there. 40% attack
That is
and 30 magic resist, and that is all she needs right now.
so we just remove the channel so that you guys don't see that. Once again, they were trying to go in for Morgana, but Morgana, the Black Shield is saving her. I wonder what level is her Black Shield.
Sorry. Oh, this clicks right there. Actually, we see Morgana at level 1 only.
Level
Of course, it's only at level 1. What are you talking about? Oh, level it more.
It seems as if her Black Shield is doing quite amount of shielding herself. So yeah.
Windows Cleaver does not do that much damage overall.
Yeah, but it's also like Lux Binding that was thrown.
Oh, is it? Okay. Something I missed out right there. I mean, even the shield dies off, but because it was still having a shield effect, it will remove the CC.
CC, yep.
Yes. So definitely the damage goes on, but just not the CC. So nothing wrong with that, I would have to say.
Yep.
Mundo running around like a boss, Swift already getting the early oracles.
I like the early oracles. It's very good in his favor. But TikTok knows the time. It is 11 minutes now into the game.
And wow, look at Mundo sawing that Yang Xiu moved up with the ward. Did they have a ward? Did he know?
No, he did not have a ward, but he did see them leaving the lane.
He leaving the lane.
So he must have guessed that he was going in for the
Warding.
So just to deny that extra bit out there, they are still paying for it. He's now forced to ward the side bush there. And look at this QTV. Just doesn't care if there's a Singe there. It's like, you know what, I will just farm and you can do nothing.
I mean, Singe did catch up in the level, but not in the overall items, I have to say.
With that Wits and added there, that's so much extra damage, so much additional attack speed as well onto Irelia now, and
She's going to charge it for the kill right there. She does go in the Ignite might. Oh wow, just baiting Singe right there.
Nice.
Simply walking out of range and flashing back for the last hit in the proper range. Just nice right there. Wow. Fantastic.
So far, that's one of the most interesting plays of this match out there. I mean, that bait.
Yes, the bait.
What is with Vietnamese and learning how to bait? Like, the bait of Morgana, the bait of Irelia. Gosh. It's just so... Oh, look at it. She's going to retaliate now against Lee Sin.
Oh wow, Lee Sin forced
use.
Wow, she actually just gonna dive in right there. No, but gonna show
It's
aggression.
Just so much of awareness of what's the limits of what Irelia can do.
Yes. And you could see right there, every time he gets fling over or he goes in, he has somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Yes. He always dives back to a minion. He hasn't used the flash so much except for the last kill just now. Or using it for the escape. So wow, a job well done there by QTV, I would have to say. Totally aware of how he can charge in And if the minions are about to
It's
die,
the minion awareness, it's the champion awareness itself, it's all the sort of things of elements added together that makes it very fearsome, Irelia, to be very honest. Now, Morgana is down here as well. Looks like they're trying to make something happen, so it's going to be a little bit of a party, but no, Morgana deciding not to go there. Mundo backs off as well, and Lee Sin is just left there, so that's going to be a little bit interesting to see what happens now. I don't know about this, simply because Irelia's owning top quite a bit. I don't know what F5 can do about it. What they need to do is, they need Ezreal to get kills, and Sin just needs to get tanky. And that will happen over time, but Ezreal needs to get kills. When the moment he's
it's not going to happen.
Oh, look, they even know that Sinch is there, they haven't pinged him.
Yes.
But Lux is going to move out of the way. Mundo is going to be now a little bit intrigued into him. Oh,
They might take down the August here, and there goes the the stun almost goes off, but the ignite does kill him in the end. Mundo leaving on the Citizen a bit too long because he wanted to cancel off the overall CC for Morgana, and he falls in the end. I think he took out these 2 wards with the Oracle, but it's a good trade. I think it's in the favor of
it
F5.
was a good trade for the fact that F5 did manage to get something, but look
Wow,
at
they're binding there. Nix Water knows that Q-Core is actually going to go for the blue and charging in for the
Look
kill
at
as
that,
Ultimate
Lee Sin
is off.
possibly
And here we
taken.
see it out. Oh no, even going
Oh,
the bind
nice!
there, the ultimate right there. Nix both targets X falling. Wow, the last hit right there from Irelia's ultimate just taking the kill right there.
my
And C's just forced to run away. And here we see
another binding.
Another binding, flash, bind, E, and there goes a double kill right there. And the blue. Oh, the blue was taken off already. Let's take a look.
The blue went to Lee Sin, and then when Lux
Ah.
killed off Lee Sin, that's what happened. Oh wow, oh wow.
There's amazing things happening all over the map. And we did see that Mundo got taken down, but that because, well, Irelia is already too strong.
Yeah.
And she just like 1v2 right there. And Morgana got taken down and last because her ultimate was down. Mana.
That was just really good play overall. I like the fact that they're being aggressive now. They're attacking turrets everywhere. They've taken a mid turret, the top turret is being walked away by Irelia, bottom turret is also going to go down. And
Not only aggressive, if you check Irelia's items, she's going for the attack speed Irelia, which Wicked, I think Wicked was the one that made it.
yes, if I'm not mistaken, it is Wicked. Ionic Spark next.
Ionic Spark Wits and does do like seemingly more damage overall with the true damage added on in comparison.
Look at that!
Or let's just look at the
Jeez, not
attack
a
on. Siege just
Poison Trail was on,
yes.
but no life was lost.
At the same time, Siege popped his ultimate, but he was slowed by Irelia. Irelia just chipped off like 3 hits all over. And let's just take a look at Irelia's damage. And still pushing, of course.
And still pushing.
And here you see Irelia at 1.6 that attack speed per second right there. Going to hit.
You know what she needs right now? She needs like a vampiric scepter and she'll just stay alive.
She doesn't even need Vampiric Scepter. Her sustain from the W is enough with the attack speed
I
and
mean, the additional vampiric scepter is like, you know what? Since you want to counter me here, I'll play with you.
Yeah, here we see the second Dragon being taken off, and in 16 minutes they're pushing the goal lead into their favor, about 11k, well 10.5k already. Good job there overall by Saigon Jokers, I would have to say.
I mean,
And F5 did
this is really good. I mean, one would not consider this to be a finals match, but I don't know. Like I said, this is why I said I was in the favor of Saigon Jokers, because they have come up with lots and lots of different and very interesting strategies throughout the time. And when it comes down to things, for instance, like the Season 2 qualifiers in Da Nang, Vietnam, they come up with very interesting play that shut down Singapore Sentinels that shocked the world.
Yes.
And this is exactly what it is. Now, they may play another game standard, they may lose out along the way, but when it comes down to things seriously, that's the end of it. It looks like they are going for Baron here. In fact, they are starting. Lux is going there as well.
An early Baron buff.
I mean, it's not that early. It's about 70 minutes.
I would say it's early.
Oh, look at that! Oh, by
Wow.
Sin.
G right there. GG.
Oh, that combination of spells is just amazing. But Mundo was tanking, and Mundo is actually really low at this point in time.
Does not
But
matter.
Baron does go down, and that's perfectly fine. Angel throwing out his ulti, not able to get anything along the way there.
I would say it's an early Baron just because you see, even though you kill Baron at this stage, you do get the initial buff, but overall stats buff is not as at large. As you can see, Moon only has 21 AP. And also, well,
Oh,
Sephiroth and here,
almost
wow,
there,
yes,
bye-bye.
caught and GG right there. Because Lee Sin is not tanky at all.
No, and no magic resist, not at
not
all. So yeah.
At all. And this game definitely, wow. I did not expect it to be such a fast game for the last match.
I mean, I'm definitely expecting they want to make sure that they are the very best. So not only if they win this, they need to win this as fast as possible. So they are going to make interesting plays to make it happen. Now, I realize pushing top once again. Zara went to the bottom to start pushing bottom. And in the mid, they are sieging up there. With the next minion wave, it should be pretty interesting to see what's actually going to happen. So Zara is taking a few wards, just getting a little bit of additional.
The finals land on the QTV, but it does
look
not
at that.
matter.
Oh, look at that. She's standing perfectly within the pool, getting a kill, jumping out the way. Ignite does go off, but nothing's happening there. Nuno, just almost getting caught right there, but nope. Mundo's happily going to tank 2 towers right for that. Oh my gosh.
IE just diving into tower. Almost die.
Nice.
Almost
there.
Nick's water moved back into position to shield him up and hit onto the Morgana by. But he took too many hits on the tower. It was just not enough.
It was just not enough. But look, I realized pushing top. I realized inhibitor will be going down soon as well. Mid inhibitor's going down. I don't think so they can do much about this. This looks like it's going to be the end of the game already. It's going to be 20 minutes into the game. Juni actually taking a little bit of turret damage right there. Will they actually be making something happen, or will they be
back first? They want Graves to be in the fight. I mean, they do have overall damage, but see, QTV does not have actually that much damage.
I mean, she has a lot of tankiness. That's what's happening. Ionic Spark Phage onto her as well. Yikes.
Yes. Grants her the stats even.
What about Wits End? Yeah, the Wits End is there. So there's Ionic Spark and now Phage.
Are you sure she got Wits End first? Are you dreaming?
She had Wits End first, then Ionic Spark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now I said now she has Ionic Spark and Phage.
No, now you just said now she has Wits End.
Somebody from the chat, please double confirm that.
Okay,
I'm still gonna watch the replay now.
Here we see there a free kill going there. Lee Sin tried to go on to them, but you know, Lee Sin right now, when Lee Sin is under leveled, under farm, does not get early advantage. As a jungler, he's very bad, I would have to say.
Oh, he's very bad. I mean, I would say within the next 3 minutes, this game is gonna end.
And if instead of Mundo just need a few items.
Oh, look at this! Juni gonna be aggressive and go in. Yeah!
Oh, just
that flash!
Flashing out right there.
Oh my!
And thanks for diving.
God.
Still, I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can do right there.
Oh, wow!
Damage.
This is like shocking me on so many levels. What strong plays! Oh my God, Juni with no damage puts on her ultimate, flashes away, just escaping. Oh, look at that!
How will Plunge? She takes down Morgana's armor and baiting Morgana ultimate and just flashing out.
Oh, but look at this, Zerg running away.
There's nothing much you can do. Eat the cleaver and you're slow. And there you go, it's a cleaver lads.
And this looks like it's going to be the end. 4 members of them are down. Violet's going to teleport back. I'm not sure why exactly he's actually doing that. Ezreal is now up though. But so will they actually be able to bring down both turrets? I'm not sure. One turret, sure. Second turret?
Definitely. Because Grave is there, but they're going to go for the kill. Wow. So
Binding does go off onto Juni.
Archie just moving a bit weird because he reached the max range to hit
Ezreal. Double kill right there. Very nice binding being thrown out there. Archie now jumping around with buckshot, taking things out. Oh,
it's slightly just one more step.
Triple kill and the kill onto the. I mean, this is insane plays. Like,
look at the score. Just look at the score. Look at the goal difference. It's
oh my God, another kill. Oh, look at that reaction timing. Gosh.
Literally free move back in. No problem whatsoever.
Wow. Congratulations, Saigon Jokers.
Totally mind blown.
You're like, oh.
This is like,
wow. Okay, so true enough, my predictions were right.
it's okay, but you still lost.
Oh my. Wow, I mean, let's just go quickly into the score screen. I mean, let's just have a look at things. Because in the end, I wasn't looking at itemization all that well. Mundo with the Spirit Visage. Good job on him on getting that. The Stark's Fervor on him.
It's helping out.
Oh, but it's not even called Starks anymore. It's called Zeke's Herald. Yep. Rabadon's Death Cap completed. Chalice of Harmony completed as well. Trinity Force completed. Wits End completed. Ionic Spark completed with Berserker Grace on top of it. And if you look at Singe, Catalyst, Revolver.
The siege anymore. Let's just talk about Judy. Judy is more important because he's Zyra, and look at the mobility. He got the early Shurellas and the mobility. And you saw him just now. Here's his Shurella to dive in onto Morgana to force her to proc her ultimate, and she flashes out over the wall, out of range. And
You know
those are
something?
just
I still think that the production team should come up with like top plays from these two matches and like
baits.
the amount of baits that people have is just insane. It's just out of this world. But yeah, so this is the games that we are playing. We're playing that we'll be casting tomorrow. However, we will be doing GPL, and tomorrow for GPL,
It's SGS against DPA.
SGS against DPA, and will be actually the second stream. We won't actually be the main stream for that. So if you want to watch us casting, you can just switch off the channel, and if you want to watch Singapore casting, you can just watch it there. We're not sure who's casting from Singapore though.
They will be in the stadium.
We will be at the stadium, that's for sure. I guess they're preparing for the GPL playoffs that will be next week. So this coming weekend will be the last weekend for GPL, the whole round robin table. And after that, we're actually going to see what's going to happen. So, do you have any other announcements you want to do?
I have to say congratulations to Saigon Jokers for making it into GPL Season 2. I will have to say definitely this such a strong showing for today's match. I will have to say.
Very strong.
And I believe they were under a lot of tremendous pressure as they did win the Season 2 qualifiers and went into the Season 2 World Championship and things like that.
They did go to LA and things like
A
that.
lot of things were on their shoulders for this match.
But they did it.
They did.
I mean, that's what it. We would like to personally apologize for the technical difficulties that happened initially. Hopefully, we have all fixed it out and nothing happens like that tomorrow. But thank you guys for being patient with us, and thank you guys for following us all throughout the time.
Yeah, so that is it for today. And thank you all for joining us. And we hope to see you guys again tomorrow. So
Okay.
good night. Enjoy these mind-blowing games of Irelia.
For Gana first missing, and then we have Tristana with the pentakill, and then now we have the Jukes
of
from
Judy, not only for Irelia, but for Judy as well.
Aurelia and Junie out there. Just amazing plays overall. We were very happy to cast this
Yes,
for
very
sure.
This.
And we'll see you. I'm Sudo.
I'm Ted Sabers.
Bye, guys.
Right, we'll see you again tomorrow. Production team. He does not have this with you guys.